Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. A woman is no doubt a part of the Divine Mother, but as far as a man is concerned, especially a sannyasi or a devotee of God, she is to be shunned. I do not allow women to sit near me very long, no matter how great her devotion may be. After a little while, I say to her, "Go and see the temples." If that does not make her move, I myself leave the room on the pretext of smoking. How that the innate, the Kama, Krodha and all these 6 passions, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, they are forces of nature. It cannot be counteracted. It cannot be conquered. It cannot be destroyed because they are forces of nature. Only way is to transcend and go beyond. The sex drive in the beginning is avoiding and giving sufficient backing, support of divine. I am divine. Identity with the divine. Then what we do is the self-control is converted into not suppression. No suppression in spiritual life. Remain aloof and strive for transmutation. Transmutation of energy, transmutation of the drives, inner drive, inner urges. It's a force. It is transmutation. The force is converted into another force. Now, it is like a flood is coming, the rains are coming. Huge amount of water is flowing in the river. How if you keep anything, it will be carried away. How that water is flowing. Now, can you utilize this force for a good purpose? Yes, we can generate electricity. The energy which is taking it to ocean is controlled and electricity is produced. Another is just construct a dam and divert it for irrigation. You get beautiful crops. You get food. The energy is converted into food there. The energy which is going to just waste away entering into the ocean. Electricity is generated free. Just a generator which doesn't consume even your fuel or anything. This force itself is running the turbine. And automatically, how that is, it is called transmutation, converting one form of energy into another. So, a knack where the sex drive is converted into spiritual energy. This energy is what is called ojas. The ojas is the accumulated power that is going to waste in chase of the world into turning it to a higher level of spiritual consciousness, which is going to turn which is going to open the new doors to higher levels of consciousness. So this knack when you get, afterwards, nothing bothers. It doesn't bother you. Oh, you will welcome more and more water now. Let more water. Let me generate more electricity. Let me serve more people. Now, it's not a harmful, oh, my crop may go away this time. The flood is coming. No problem for me. I put a dam. I have converted into electricity. Now, this, you will not be frightened of anything the moment you know the knack of converting it. So this is transmutation. And another is transcendence. Transcendence is another process. As you grow, the other things becomes insignificant. You are going to a higher level. The climbing up, all this, look. Now a child is there, which is playing with toys. It doesn't want to part from the toys. It doesn't want to give to anybody. It hides, it plays, and it sees life in that. Now, take away one toy of his, how he weeps and struggles. Then, after a few years, when he becomes an adult, he is not concerned about the toy at all. If nobody is there and all toys are there, his mind doesn't go, let me play with toys for a few minutes. No. He doesn't want that at all. Now, he has higher levels of enjoyments. This look, a millionaire, a beggar was there, a fine beggar. He was almost many years in dirty clothes, here, there. He was living and begging and living. And one day, a rich man happens to see this man. He said, will you come with me? I will give you some small work. Then he looks at him. I am begging my food. He says, can you give me some money or anything? He says, no, I cannot give you money. I can make you earn money. Will you come with me? He says, all right, how much will you give me? He says, I will give you full food, whatever, I will give you whatever you want as you become able. He thinks twice. This simply lying here, there and eating is good. Just beg for here, there, you'll get your food and sleep. Or should I go and work there? Now dilemma. Here, there, here, there. Then slowly he thinks, let me get a chance. Let me see. He has got down from car. He says, if you are coming, I am taking you. Let me go in a car for some time. At least I will get down and come back if you don't want. Then he takes him. While going, he will get him a fine dress. He puts on that dress. And then he takes him. He takes him to a restaurant. Give whatever you want, you eat. He takes him home. Now his tastes have changed. Lifestyle has changed. Each thing is calling him with grace. Then some time pass, and then his nice personality, though he is uneducated, he is able to manage things. He is growing nicely. He says, he gives his daughter in marriage to that person and hands over this whole property to him. And this huge amount of millionaire, the millionaire's house he has gone, and millions of rupees. When he is going somewhere, somebody offers him a rupee or 10 rupees or even 100 rupees, even 1,000 rupees. He looks at him. I'm a millionaire. What will this for me? You give to others who do not have anything. I will give you more, you can distribute. Now, they never, we raise to that level. The spiritual world is entirely different from the world which can entice us. He has got that huge amount of treasure, Jnana Bhandara, Bhakti Bhandara, Ananda Bhandara. Does he seek anything? His whole view changes of the world. It is a divine being looking at divine world. Imagine when you see one pervading everything, your mind has expanded to the cosmic level and wants to remain in that state. Where is man? Where is woman? Where is child? Where is old man? All are looking like different miniature bulbs. Whereas in the sunshine of the Atman, small mini lamps are there. One is big fire torch, another is small lamps. And it cannot be seen also if you keep in sunshine. All are looking. Though they are lights, the sunlight has overpowered all that. No differences he finds. There was a well, there was a canal, a water source, a tank, a pond, every water, varieties of water, a river. When huge amount of rain comes and everything is flooded with water, you cannot distinguish between a small pit or a big pond or a river. Everything is covered with water. Apuryamana achala pratishtham samudramapa pravishanti advat tadvat kamaha pravishanti sarve. All the desires, just like all rivers flow into brimless ocean, go on pouring water in ocean, nothing happens. It doesn't, it's achala pratishtha. It is unmoving into that. All rivers are samudramapa pravishanti. All rivers are flowing into that, without changing it. Like that, all desires enter into Atman without creating any disturbance or changes in mind or body or anywhere. That state, when you see the Atmanhood coming to the practicality, Aham Brahmasmi is, along with the Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma also appears. I am God, all this is God. I am divine, everything is divine. So where is the difference? To that extent, you will reach the ultimate goal of human life, to see one. Now, you are not only crossed the limitations of Maya working on human minds, but the whole nature itself, which is the source of Maya. You are transcended and entered into the realm transcendental, from where the universe and all glories look like a small firefly at night compared to the huge sun. That is the difference you find. Now Sri Ramakrishna is describing how that transformation is taking place. This is how the beginners have to live, and how his restraint, his withdrawal, his surrender to God, all this because of the fear of a desire for enjoyment is going to help him to one day come out of all bondages and transcend the nature and go beyond. I find that some men are not at all interested in women. Niranjan says, a woman never enters my thought, that pure mind. I asked Hari about it. Footnote, later Swami Turiyananda. Hari about it. He too says that his mind does not dwell on woman. That vision is different. It is something like a child which doesn't understand understands the form, but it doesn't understand what's a man and a woman beyond the form. Woman monopolizes 3/4 of the mind, which should be given to God. We knowingly or unknowingly, our awarenesses are caught. They are caught by the inner drives. Wherever we see enjoyments, comforts, luxuries, there the mind clings and it becomes a part of awareness. Small, even comfort zone. Even after renunciating, we create a comfort zone and start living in it. The austerities, we forget the austerities. We start seeking comfort. Austerity is just what is necessary for my living and for serving others. Kabir says, give me that much, I should not be hungry, and one who comes to my door should not go empty-handed. Like that, minimum everywhere, and maximum efforts. Physical necessities, psychic necessities, bodily existence necessities are all reduced to minimum. So that my energies and time is saved and I can devote it to, it is time management. How best I can do everything in the shortest time and utilize maximum time for calling on God. In between, thoughts are not allowed to appear in the mind. That's going to consume. Now, I immediately, anything is going to divert me from the thought of, immediately it's dropped out. Just like a missile comes, and the anti-missiles, just moments it takes, fraction of second to recognize and go and hit it. Like that, Viveka, immediately, this is going to waste your time. Don't think of it. It is not there. Why are you thinking of it? Immediately it comes to rescue. Somebody has told something, or something happened while coming. I saw an accident, and just saw, and coming, he goes on telling to 4 people. Then an accident happened. He is carrying that. That is not the sign of sadhaka. He saw it, and if anything is necessary to convey, to act there, otherwise it's just offered to divine as an oblation, like a stone left in water. It goes to its bottom, unseen, never to be brought out. Like that it drops your heart. The thought of divine continues. Unbroken thought of divine. That the moment you hold it, carry it, just analyze it, it is not necessary. You wasted so much of energy and time in thinking of that. What is essential? What is not essential? What is nitya? What is anitya? Nitya, nitya. Today, what is greatest news? After a few years, you will see that. When we read the history, whether of the Indian independence days or earlier days, it is so exciting many times. what would have been the state who was experiencing those days directly? What would have been their, how they looked upon it, and it is no more today. And many do not know also. When you read also, you have not passed through that experience the others had in those days. That kind of slow developments we undergo. Now imagine how it would be, the whole structure. That, I should not, it's all is passing events, passing show. Does it help me to evolve to my divine note? Does it help me to serve these people who are suffering? If not, drop away. This is Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka. When Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka enters, it sees that time is not wasted, energy is not wasted in anything. I have to hold on, I have to reach, I have to transcend and go beyond. And then, after the birth of a child, women monopolize 3/4 of the mind, enjoyments and these things that gives me comfort and joy, luxuries and all this wealth, all this capture the mind. 3/4 of the mind is caught by these things, unwanted things, which is going to be harmful, poison. Poison is holding, which should be given to God, because it is passing things which doesn't have any meaning at all, chasing that. And then after the birth of a child, almost the whole mind is frittered away on family. How that slowly it grows into as the entering into world. Immediately, one by one will catch. And time passing will not know. And then the death stands staring at him. Then what is left to give to God? Bhartrahari says in Vairagya, if a man lives for 100 years, 50 years he spends in sleep. We can clearly see that half of time is gone. Childhood, we sleep for 20 hours or so. Now and then when born infant, now and then it opens, smiles here, then 2 to 3 minutes, again sleeps off. Newborn babies, you can see, 20 hours to 24 hours, they'll be sleeping almost. Like that, the whole days went, old age also same thing happens. And then, even after childhood days also, 8 to 10 hours it sleeps. And whole life, if you take, 50 of the time is spent in sleep, and 100 years he lives, 50 years he spends in sleep. Of the remaining 50, 1/4 is spent in student life, up to student life, and 1/4 is spent in the old age. Now after 50, half has gone away, quarter. 25 years left of 100 years working time. And out of this 25 years is earning time. Half the time, 1/3 of the time he spends in earning, 8 hours a day. You see, from 25 years, 2/3 is gone. What remains? And the rest in enjoyments and play goes off. And what is there to think of God or give to God? Unless you convert the whole your life into a constant sacrifice, which you call yajna. Yajna concept comes into whatever you do, go on offering it to the divine. Then what is left to give to God? Again, there are some men who shed their last drop of blood, as it were, to keep their wives out of mischief. There is a gatekeeper, an old man whose wife is only 14 years old. She had to live with him. They lived in a thatched hut with walls made of dry leaves. People made holes in it, in the holes in the wall to peep. Now she has left him and run away. A practical aspect Sri Ramakrishna is giving. How that the desires carry a person, and at last, what will be the fate of a person who has chased the world? Last, they die like dogs in the street who have run after the enjoyments of the world. I know another man. He does not know where to keep his wife. There was some trouble at home, and now he is greatly worried. Let us not talk about these things anymore. It's a warning. It's a warning to restrain. Everywhere restrain. There is a need. There is a participation. There is a family life. But restrain. Don't yield to it and get lost in it. Don't get lost. Conquer. Slowly. Self-conquest. Not conquest of the nature or others. Self-conquest. The opportunity is given. All things are provided. Tests and trainings are going on. Utilize to evolve. With all this, you must utilize everything that comes in your life to transcend and go beyond. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.